Presentation. We see the Indian Express news. Center bans PFI affiliates for 5 years. Center bans PFI affiliates for 5 years, says major threat to internal security. HMA invokes EAPA points to alleged terror links bid to radical youth. Terror links to training sites to targeted killing gout case against PFI. In season of festival, gout extended free grace scheme by 3 months. Dipped man Tiwari, Mahendra Singh, Mandral, New Delhi, Thiruvananthapuram. Days after a law enforcement agencies launched a nationwide crackdown against the Popular Front of India. The Wednesday banned the PFI on its affiliates for 5 years. Invoked the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act to effect the ban. The Ministry of Home Affairs said the PFI and its affiliates are linked to terror groups like the ISI propagates anti-national elements, radicalize the particular section of the society with the intention to create the disaffection and constitute a major. We see the following page. The PFI and its affiliates as unlawful associations allow law enforcement agencies to freeze ban accounts, seize assets of this organization, in short shock their funding and activities. The ban on the Popular Front of India under the Unlawful Activities Act comes in the wake of over 1,300 criminal cases registered across the country by law enforcement agencies against the PFI members and recoveries from them, suggesting alleged terrorist links. Sources in the security establishment told the Indian Express Wednesday. Congress race opens up. Digvijay in running Gillette heads to Delhi. చాలా మంది అడుగుతుంటారు ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ అనేది ఏందనేది. మీకు కావాలంటే నేను తెలుగులో కూడా ఇది ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసి చూస్తా. సెంట్రల్ బ్యాన్స్ PFI affiliates for 5 years, says major threat to internal security. ఈ PFI అప్లికేషన్స్ అనేది 5 సంవత్సరాల వాళ్ళకు అప్లికేషన్ అంటే వీళ్ళకు ఉన్నటువంటి ఏదైతే అప్లికేషన్ అంటే వివిధ సంవత్సరాలు కుదుర్చుకున్నటువంటి అధికారాలు మొత్తం 5 సంవత్సరాల వాళ్ళకు బ్యాన్ చేసిర్రు. ఇక్కడ మన ఇంటర్నల్ సెక్యూరిటీ ప్రాబ్లంగా వీళ్ళు తీవ్రవాద సంస్థలతో లాగా లింకులు ఉన్న సందర్భంగా వాటిని 5 సంవత్సరాలకు బ్యాన్ చేసినటువంటి సందర్భాన్ని మనం చూడవచ్చు. రెండో అంటే days after law enforcement agencies launched a nationwide crackdown against the Popular Front of India, the center Wednesday banned the PFI affiliates for 5 years. ఇక్కడ the enforcement agencies launch a nationwide crackdown. నేషనల్లో ఉన్నటువంటి 1300 సంస్థలను మొత్తం బ్యాన్ చేస్తున్నట్టు ప్రకటించారు. ఇన్వోకింగ్ ద అన్లాఫుల్ యాక్టివిటీస్ యాక్ట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ the ban of the Ministry of Home Affairs said the PFI, its affiliates are linked to terror groups like the ISI propagate anti-national sentiment. ఇక్కడ ISI తో లింకులు ఉన్నాయి. అంటే లింక్ ద ISI propagate, ISI లాగా లింకులు ఉన్నటువంటి ఆధారాలు ఉన్నాయి. ఏదో ఈ భారత్లో కొత్త సృష్టించి ఏదో కాబట్టి దాని ఆధారంగానే వీటన్నిటిని బ్యాన్ చేస్తున్నట్టు ప్రభుత్వం ఇక్కడ సిబిఐ ప్రకటించినటువంటి సందర్భం. టెర్రర్ లింక్స్ టు ట్రైనింగ్ సైట్స్ టు టార్గెట్స్ కిల్లింగ్ గౌడ్స్ కేసెస్ అగెన్స్ట్ పిఎఫ్ఐ. The ban on the Popular Front of India under the Unlawful Activities Act comes in the wake of over 1,300 criminal cases registered across the country by the law enforcement agencies against the PFI members, recoveries from them suggesting alleged terror links, sources in the security establishment told the Indian Express. ఇక్కడ సెక్యూరిటీ 1,300 మందిని క్రిమినల్ కేసు రిజిస్టర్ చేశారు. పిఎఫ్ఐ మెంబర్స్ రికార్డ్ వాళ్ళకి అరెస్ట్ చేయడానికి కావాల్సినటువంటి ఆధారాలను కూడా వీళ్ళు ఇండియన్ ఎక్స్ప్రెస్తో పంచుకున్నటువంటి సందర్భం ఉంది. ఇది నిజంగా మన దేశంలో ఉండి భారతీయులందరూ సమానం అనుకున్నప్పుడు ప్రభుత్వంలో భాగం కావాలి, అనేక రకాలుగా దేశానికి ఉపయోగపడాలి తప్ప మన దేశంలోనే తమ కులాల తరపున కొంతమందిని తయారు చేసుకొని అది ఐఎస్ఐతో తీవ్రవాదితో సంబంధం కలిగి ఉండి ఇవన్నీ ఆరాచకాలు వద్దు. పోయేటప్పుడు అందరం పోతాగా ఉన్నాను రోజు మంచిగా ఉండాలని చెప్పి మనం కూడా అనుకోవాలి. ఖచ్చితంగా ఆ విధంగా ఉండాలి. కాంగ్రెస్ ఓపెన్స్ అప్ ద దిగ్విజయ్ ఇన్ రన్నింగ్ గేలట్ ఎయిడ్ టు ద ఢిల్లీ. ఇన్ ఏ press tweet to the Congress presidential elections Sega, veteran party leader Digvijay Singh the Wednesday signaled his intention to throw his hat into the ring. Source close to Singh, who was Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister during the Congress troubled decade from 1993 to 2003, said he will file his nomination papers for the top post. Singh is expected to arrive in Delhi from the Kerala Wednesday night and file his papers on Thursday and Friday, the last day for the nomination. Congress Central Election Authority Chairman Madhusudan Mistry is said to be unavailable Thursday. The surprise move to is being seen by election of leaders within the party as either a part of the leadership plan or a smoke screen to press Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot to accept the leaderships that he contests for the top post and leave the decision on his successor the state to గాంధీ. జరుగుతుంది. దిగ్విజయ్ కూడా పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయడం, పోస్ట్ చేయడం, థర్స్డే వరకే లాస్ట్ డేట్ ఉంది, వాళ్ళ ఇష్టం అన్నట్టు వాళ్ళు మాట్లాడారు. వెయిటింగ్ అండ్ ప్లాన్స్ బిట్ టు సి ఇండియా ఈజ్ స్లో మోషన్. వెయిటింగ్ అండ్ ప్లాన్స్ బిట్ టు సి ఇండియా ఈజ్ స్లో మోషన్. In season of festival, gout extends. Okay, this is over. Lieutenant General Anil Chauhan, former Chief of Eastern Command, is the new CDS. In a first collegium, looks at judges' performance for the elevation to. In a first, the Supreme Court collegium, headed by the Chief Justice of India, Lalit, is accessing records of past judicial performance to make a recommendation for the appointment of the judges to the top court. The Indian Express has learned. It is meet to held on September 26. The festive the members, the September 26, the 5 members of collegium recommended the appointment of Justice Deepankar Datta, Chief Justice of the Bombay High Court as a judge of the Supreme Court. This is the first recommendation to the FX court made by the collegium led by the CJI Lalit since he took charge on August 27. Source told the Indian Express that the collegium meeting for the recommending the judges to the Supreme Court took place only this week, since information invoking the potential candidates was being collected. It is learnt that this information rank from the numbers of judgment delivered, their quality and rates of the disposal sources said the move is aimed. We can see in first collegium look at the judges performance for the elevation up to SC. ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి ఇప్పుడున్నటువంటి సిజేఐ చీఫ్ జస్టిస్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా యుఈ లలిత్ ఆధ్వర్యం లోపల కొంతమంది కొలీజియం, ఒక 5 మంది కొలీజియం కలిసి మనకున్నటువంటి జడ్జిలను ఎన్నిక చేసేటువంటి సందర్భాన్ని వీళ్ళు ఇక్కడ వివరిస్తున్నారు. ఏమంటున్నారంటే ఫస్ట్ ద సుప్రీం కోర్టు కొలీజియం హెడెడ్ చీఫ్ జస్టిస్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా యుఈ లలిత్ యాక్సెస్ the records of the past judicial performance the make recommendations for the appointment of the judges to the top court. ఈ టాప్ కోర్టులో ఉన్నటువంటి చాలా మంది జడ్జిలను ఎన్నిక చేస్తున్నారు. సుప్రీంకోర్టు కావాల్సిన జడ్జిలు అంటే వాళ్ళు ఇంతకు మొదలు వెలువరించినటువంటి జడ్జిమెంట్లు ఏ విధంగా ఉన్నాయో చూసి వాళ్ళ రికార్డు ఆధారంగా చూసి ఇక్కడ కావాల్సినటువంటి జడ్జీలను ఎన్నిక చేసుకునేటువంటి సందర్భము ఇక్కడ యుఈ లలిత్ సిజేఐ ఆధ్వర్యంలో జరగబోతుంది. లెఫ్టినెంట్ జనరల్ చౌహాన్ సక్సీడ్ ద లేట్ జనరల్ బిపిన్ రావత్. ఆయన సక్సెస్ అయినా ఆయనకు పోస్ట్ కూడా వచ్చేసింది. కేంద్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఆయన నియమించింది. ఏఎస్ఐ రిపోర్ట్స్ Ajanta era Buddhist caves, other remains in Tiger Reservoir. Tiger Reservoir the excavation covered nearly 170 square kilometers. చూడండి ఆ కాలంలో బుద్ధుని ఆనవాళ్ళు అక్కడ ఉన్నట్టున్నాయి. ఫ్రమ్ గౌట్ బ్యాన్స్ PFI for 5 years major treats to security. మేజర్ ట్రీట్ టు సెక్యూరిటీ ఆధారంగా వాటికి కావాలి కాబట్టి బ్యాన్ చేసింది. రా ఓవర్ బీహార్ ఉమెన్ డెవలప్మెంట్ కార్పొరేషన్ ఎండి రిప్లైస్ టు గోల్ క్వెరీ టెర్రర్ లింక్స్ ట్రైనింగ్ సైట్స్ కిల్లింగ్ గౌట్ కేస్ అగైన్స్ ద PFI. ఈ PFI దరిద్రంగా న్యూ సిటీస్ ఫ్రీడమ్ గ్రెయిన్ ఆఫ్టర్ అల్టిమేటమ్ protesters dispersed from Noida society. CM wants to make India number 1 in Desh Bhakti curriculum. Desh Bhakti curriculum. Driving action to tackle the cardiovascular disease. Cardiovascular disease. Driving. The World Heart Federation, the biggest awareness raising campaign, World Heart Day, steers attention to cardiovascular disease and serves as a platform to inform drive actions and lead global investments in the fight against the cardiovascular disease. LD, cholesterol and heart health, the world. Be attentive to your heart health. So advertisement to get you. Pressing for the custody, CBI tells the court the Vijay Nair met liquor manufacturers, distributors at hotels. ఇవన్నీ ఈ లిక్కర్ మాఫియా అనేది పెద్ద ప్రమాదకరమైంది. లిక్కర్ మాఫియా ఎప్పుడైతే ఎంటర్ అవుతుందో ఒక క్వాలిటేటివ్ అంటే ఆరోగ్యకరమైనటువంటి మందులు కాకుండా వాళ్ళు ఇష్టం వచ్చిన మందు తయారు చేసి వాళ్ళు ఇష్టం వచ్చిన పేరు పెట్టి ప్రజల చంపే కార్యక్రమమే ఉంటుంది. ఇదంతా ఈ మోసం, ఇదంతా డబ్బు. ఇండో స్పిరిట్ MD వాజ్ కింగ్ పిన్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్సైజ్ పాలసీ, ED ఇన్ కోర్ట్. केजरीवाल रिस्पॉन्ड आपका एक छोटा सा कार्यकर्ता Hamatullah gets bail, court says no loss to exchequer. Substandard systems put newborn toddlers at risk study to recreate jungle safari in Gargan. CM travels to Dubai after a delay. After a delay. 21 held over B-Day birthday party on the road. 21 held over. After the ban, rediscovery of the G20 presidency is an opportunity to position India as the voice of the global south, the flag north-south issues. ఈ నార్త్ సౌత్ ఇష్యూస్ నడుస్తూ ఉన్నాయి. ద హిందూ ఎవ్రీ డే అసలు నరేంద్ర మోడీ ఆ యోగి ఆదిత్యనాథ్ వీళ్ళ ఫోటో లేకుండా అసలు పేపరే ఉంటలేదా? ఎన్ని కోట్లు ఖర్చు పెడుతురో అసలు ఏం జరుగుతుందో అర్థమవుతలేదు పేపర్లో అసలు. అనిల్ చౌహాన్ ఈజ్ ఎ న్యూ చీఫ్ ఆఫ్ డిఫెన్స్ స్టాఫ్. హర్షదీప్ షైన్స్ యాజ్ ఎ ఇండియా గోస్ 1-0 up. No decision at on Rajan's mercy plea. Russia set to annex 4 regions of Ukraine. Center ban PFI 8 front bodies for 5 years under the EAPA. Action comes close on the heels of country-wise searches and arrest of the headers of the leaders of the South Organization by the NIA and other agencies. BJP's only task is to destroy AAP, says Kejriwal. 21 Trinamool MLAs want to defect. Mithun. Actor and BJP leader Mithun Chakrabarti who has been turning various parts of West Bengal over the past week has reiterated that he is in touch with the 21 Trinamool Congress MLAs who are keen to defect. SDP escapes ban, denies PFI link. The Social Democratic Party of India, SDPI, which was known as the PFI's political arms, has escaped the ban, and SDPI functionary said it was an independent organization. Sonia likely to meet Gail at Digvijay, set eye on party poll. Center extends free ration scheme for 3 months. Congress President Sonia Gandhi is likely to meet Rajasthan Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot on Thursday in an attempt to resolve the leadership crisis in the state. Even as all eyes are on this anticipated the meeting, Rajya Sabha members and the former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Digvijay Singh they could enter the race for Congress President, a source said. He is expected to be in Delhi on Thursday. Mr. Singh has already spoken to top leadership about this decision, but may wait for the outcome of the Sonia Gehlot meeting for taking the final call, the source said. There is no drama in Rajasthan. Congress is doing in a very democratic manner. It will end in 2 days. K.C. Venugopal, the Congress leader, said. Yes, there is no drama, 100% that is. Digvijay and others also are ready to contest. Center extends free ration scheme for 3 months. What is that lifelong? Why don't they continue the year-wise? The Union government has extended Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. The Union government had extended the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana for another 3 months from October 1. This will allow the beneficiaries under the National Food Security Act to continue to get the 5 kg of food grains per person for month till December 31st. The decision was taken at a cabinet meeting here on Wednesday. This would help the poor and vulnerable sections in the festive season, the center said. The scheme has been in operation since April 2020. Madan Banvis, the chief economist, Bank of Baroda, said the impact of the decision of the fiscal deficit would be marginal. Marginally, he said the challenge would be to ensure that the procurement of rice was on target because production is likely to decline by the even million tons this year, and the government is focusing on giving rice instead of wheat, as the stock of the latter are down. Stock of the rice and wheat are at 49 million tons as of September, one of the lowest stock since 2017, he said. ఇది బాగుంది. The Union government has extended the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana PMGKAY for another 3 months from October. ఇది మామూలు గరీబ్ కళ్యాణ్, గరీబుల నుంచే మనం ముక్కుబాటు వసూలు చేస్తుంటే ఇక గరీబ్ కళ్యాణం చేస్తారు. గరీబ్ వల్ల మీకు కళ్యాణం చేసే పరిస్థితి ఉంది. సరే, ఏదేమైనా ఇంకా ఇంత బువ్వ పెడుతున్నాక సంతోషం. ASI finds Buddhist caves, temples in Bandhavgarh Tiger Reservoir in MP. The Archaeological Survey of India earlier this year discovered the Buddhist caves and stupas and Buddha Brahmi inscriptions dating back to the 2nd century and Hindu temples from the 19th, 11th centuries, and puzzles the world's largest Varada sculptures also dating to the same period at the Bandhavgarh. Bandhavgarh Reservoir in Madhya Pradesh. The Vara culture is among the many monolithic sculptures of the 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu discovered by the ASI at the National Park earlier this year. The exploration took place 84 years after the last such effort in 1938. The total of the 46 sculptures have come to light and have been reported. Shivakant Bajpai, superintending archaeologist Jalbalpur Circle, who led the exploration team, said here on the Wednesday. The ASI team discovered the 26 mostly Buddhist caves dating back to the 2nd and 5th centuries. The cave and some of their remains had Chaitanya rounded the doors and stones beds typical of the Madhya Pradesh Buddhism sites. This discovery brings the total number of the caves founded in the Bandhavgarh Reservoir 76 as a 50 are already in the record since the last survey. ఇవి కనిపెట్టి రిజర్వాయర్స్. 806 more dengue cases under the investigation surge to continue. The officially reported the caseload of the 525 in the highest since 2018 according to the MCD doctors. Attributed the rise to prolonged the spell of rain leading to the water accumulation and mosquito breeding. Lumpy Skin Please seeks doctor's team to treat cattle. MCD not paying 1100 each to 10 lakh students, app leader. JNU begin UG admissions based on CUET scores. BJP's only task to destroy the heart. It will get the Sisodia arrested next week, Kejriwal. Chief Minister says Satyendra Jain, Ametullah Khan, Vijay Nair, all arrested in false cases. Ask all party workers to be ready to go to jail as the arrest continue in the excise policy probe. ED arrested a businessman in excise policy case. BJP demands resignation of CM is deputy says they knew about scam. If evidence is found against Sisodia, then he will also be arrested, says Biduri. Be like students learning to always put country first CM. Yamuna water level begin to recede. Auto Union defends grant of membership to contract workers. The Labor Commission had earlier objected to the membership, saying it was against the union rule. Naresh Uttam Patel elected SP's UP unit chief again. 21 Trinamool MLAs want to defect. Mithun Chakrabarti. The actor and the BJP leader who has been touring the various parts of the West Bengal has made similar claims in the recent past. The visit the party office in Kolkata on September 24 ahead of Puja festivals. BJP alleges INL PFI link call for the Kerala minister's resignation. The minister defends INL's secular credential and strong stance on minority and majority extreme. Bengal got doorsteps ration scheme illegal, says HC. Women IAS officer scolds student asking for a sanitary pad in Bihar. Rahul completes Kerala leg of Bharat Jodo Yatra to enter the Karnataka today. Rahul completes Kerala leg of Bharat Jodo Yatra to enter the Karnataka today. The Bharat Jodo Yatra being taken out by the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, almost completed its Kerala leg on Wednesday. The Yatra will enter Karnataka through the Gudalur in Tamil Nadu on Thursday afternoon. Okay, once again I would like to repeat it. Rahul completed Kerala leg of Bharat Jodo Yatra to enter Karnataka today. The Bharat Jodo Yatra being taken out by the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi almost completed its Kerala leg on Wednesday. The Yatra The yatra will enter the Karnataka through Gudalur in Tamil Nadu on Thursday afternoon. Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra is not the Man Ki Baat of Narendra Modi. He is meeting the people and listening to them directly, and he has promised to raise their issues. The Parliament and Assembly said All India Congress Committee General Secretary Jairam Ramesh. He met fishermen, ex-servicemen, farmers, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Development Guarantee Act workers, women's organizations, business and trade representatives, environmentalists, trade unions leaders, workers from public, private and unorganized sectors and leaders of the other political parties as well. This has been a yatra for listening and not talking or sermonizing, said Mr. Ramesh. He said the Congress would continue to be against all forms of all forms of communalism, no matter majority or minority communalism. It makes no difference. Mr. Ramesh said the Congress would continue to fight all ideologies and institutions that abuse religion for polarizing society and that misuse religions to spread prejudice, hate, bigotry and violence. This fight is of almost priority to preserve, protect and celebrate the secular and composite construct of our society and nationalhood. He said, Wednesday Yatra began from the Pandikad early in the morning and reached Vandoor by 10:30 a.m. It resumes in the afternoon and reaches in Nilambur by 7 p.m. अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है, సూపర్. ఇక్కడ ఏమంటారంటే రాహుల్ గాంధీ యాత్రలోకే రాహుల్ గాంధీ భారత్ జోడో యాత్ర ఈజ్ నాట్ మన్ కీ బాత్ ఆఫ్ నరేంద్ర మోడీ. హి ఈజ్ మీటింగ్ పీపుల్ అండ్ లిజనింగ్ దేర్ వ్యూస్. రాహుల్ గాంధీ భారత్ జోడో యాత్ర అనేది నరేంద్ర మోడీ లేక ఇక్కడ మన్ కీ బాత్ లేక కాదు. మన్ కీ బాత్ టీవీ పెట్టి ఒక మీటింగ్ పెట్టి పాడిందే పాట పాసవాళ్ళ సొల్లి ఇది చెప్తూనే ఉంటారు. దట్ ఈస్ క్వైట్ డిఫరెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ నరేంద్ర మోడీ. రాహుల్ గాంధీ విచ్ ఈస్ started the Bharat Yatra, it is absolutely meeting of the people, various sectors. How many sectors are there in the country? The various sectors he is meeting, he is listening their problems, owing from them what is going in our country. This is like this situation. What he is saying, Rahul Gandhi Bharat Jodo Yatra is not Mani Ki Baat of Narendra Modi. He is not meeting people and listening to their house directly, and he has promised to raise their issues. వాళ్ళు ఏమైతే ఇష్యూస్ రేజ్ చేసారో వాటన్నిటికి ప్రామిస్ చేసుకుంటూ వస్తున్నాడు. ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నట్టే పార్లమెంట్ అసెంబ్లీ సైడ్ ఆల్ ఇండియా కాంగ్రెస్ కమిటీ జనరల్ సెక్రటరీ జయరాం రమేష్. హీ మెట్ ఫిషర్మెన్లు కలిసిండు. మహాత్మా గాంధీ నేషనల్ రూరల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఎంప్లాయీస్ ఇది ఉన్నది ఆ పనికాహార పథకం ఉంది, దాన్ని కలిసిరు. గ్యారంటీ స్కీమ్ అట్ వర్కర్స్ని వాళ్ళని కలిసిండు. ఉమెన్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్ కలిసిండు. బిజినెస్ మ్యాన్ అండ్ ట్రేడ్ రిప్రజెంటేటివ్ బిజినెస్ మ్యాన్లు అందరిని కలిసిండు. ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ కలిసిండు. ట్రేడ్ యూనియన్ లీడర్స్, వర్కర్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద పబ్లిక్, ప్రైవేట్ అండ్ అన్ఆర్గనైజ్డ్ సెక్టార్స్ అండ్ లీడర్స్ ఆఫ్ ద అదర్ పొలిటికల్ పార్టీస్ యాజ్ వెల్. ఒక్కరిని కాదు, ఒక కథ కాదు, సర్వస్వం కలిసి ఈ లీడర్స్ని వేరే పార్టీ లీడర్లను కూడా కలుసుకుంటూ వస్తున్నాడు. దిస్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ ఏ యాత్ర ఫర్ లిజనింగ్ అండ్ నాట్ టాకింగ్ ఆర్ సెర్మనైజింగ్ ద రమేష్, ఇది వినడం మాత్రమే. ఒకవేళ రాహుల్ గాంధీ మొదటి ఆ సమస్యలు నానబెట్టి నరేంద్ర మోడీ ఏకిపడేది కాదు, వినడమే. విని వాళ్ళ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ నోటుకొని మీ పని పట్టడమే అనేది అక్కడ జరుగుతుంది. ఈ సైడ్ ద కాంగ్రెస్ వుడ్ కంటిన్యూ టు బీ ద అగెన్స్ట్ ఆల్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ కమ్యూనలిజం, నో మ్యాటర్ no matter majority or minority, కమ్యూనలిజం, ఇట్ మేక్స్ నో డిఫరెన్స్. నో మ్యాటర్ మెజారిటీ అంటే నరేంద్ర మోడీ ఒకటి ఏం తీసుకున్నాడంటే హిందువులు 8% కాబట్టి హిందువుల గురించే మాట్లాడాలి, సమస్యలు ఎక్కడ మాట్లాడాలి, హిందువుల గురించి మాట్లాడాలి, హిందువుల మీదనే పనులే. ఇది పద్ధతి. ఇక్కడ రాహుల్ గాంధీ మెజారిటీ మైనారిటీ కాదు, ఎవరైనా సరే హిందువులు అయితే వాళ్ళ సమస్యలు మొత్తం తీర్చే విధంగా జరుగుతుంది. మిస్టర్ రమేష్ said that Congress would continue to fight all ideologies and institutions that abuse religions for the polarizing society and that issues religion to spread the prejudice, hate to bigotry and violence. ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి పోలరైజింగ్ సొసైటీ, ఈ సొసైటీలో ఉన్నటువంటి పగా పరిహారాలు మధ్య జరిగినాయి, క్రైస్తవుల హిందువుల మధ్యలో, హిందూ ముస్లింల మధ్యలో, ముస్లిం క్రైస్తవుల మధ్యలో, ఇక్కడ అనేక కులాల మధ్యలో జరిగినటువంటి హేట్రేట్ పగా ప్రతీకరణ మొత్తం పోలరైజ్ చేసి అందరిని కలుపుకోయే పని రాహుల్ గాంధీ చేస్తూ ఉన్నాడు. దిస్ ఈస్ ద గ్రేటెస్ట్ యాత్ర. రాహుల్ గాంధీ కంప్లీట్స్ కేరళ లెగ్ ఆఫ్ భారత్ జోడో యాత్ర టు ఎంటర్ కర్ణాటక టుడే. చూడండి, పోయే కలిసే వాళ్ళు కర్ణాటక పోయి కలిసండి. దిస్ ఈస్ ద థింగ్. Separately together, the opposition is too divided on issues of form a national alternative, the BJP. Global changing reverberation of the Ukraine war. Opposition to divide. Ukraine war. Talent recognition. Science awards are an encouragement and should not be cut down. In nature's warning signs, a nudge to riparian states. Kerala, the reverse inclusive state. Automation has impacted the lower level jobs in banks. ATM uses the mobile and online transaction and favor new banks branches have led to reduced recruitments. అది వాస్తవమే. చూద్దాం, ఇది కూడా ఇది పెద్ద టాపిక్. ఇది Free ration scheme for the poor extended by the 3 months, 44,760 in crores, the cost of the which has the government extended its program to the provide free ration to the poor by the 3 months. The scheme to provide the 5 kg of the wheat and rice free of the cost 8 crore people every month, which was supposed to end on Friday, will now run through December 31st, 2022. ED freezes bitcoins related to Kolkata gaming app farm. 12.83 in crore the worth of the bitcoins froze by the enforcement directorate as part of the an ongoing money laundering probe against a Kolkata based the mobile gaming app farm that is alleged to have duped a number of people. The accused was transferring the illegal earned amount through the gaming app to overseas locations. US Pentagon admits to killing 21 civilians in Afghanistan last year. The number of the civilians the US admitted to killing in 2021. According to the Pentagon report, all of the civilian deaths occurred in Afghanistan. The Pentagon also released counts its accounts from the year 2018 to 2020, recognizing 10 more dead and 18 wounded, all in Syria. NGOs has published much higher assessments of the death and injuries from US strikes in conflict zones. Swiss glaciers melting or record place due to heat waves, dry winter. 6% of the total volume of Switzerland glaciers lost this year due to a dry winter and repeated summer heat waves shattering previous ice melt records. A report reveals 3 cubic kilometers of ice, 3 million liters of water, 3 million liters of water have melted away, according to an intergovernmental panel and climate change report. The melting ice is one of the key threats from the climate change. 1.52 million number of foreign tourists arrive in India in 2021 compared to 2.74 million in 2020, a negative growth of 44.5%. India received 677.63 million domestic tourists visited in 2021, an increase of 11.05% from the 610.22 to 22 million in 2020. The report said travel and tourism create 79.86 million direct and indirect jobs. Okay. Limited democracy, unlimited theocracy. Unlimited theocracy. What is this? When Khomeini established his clerical rule after the Iran's 1979 revolution, many expected the new regime to collapse. On the contrary, Khomeini purged internal dissent and consolidate the clergy, the grip over the country. However, 4 decades later, the system Ayatollah, the built has started showing signs of age. The gist. While the regime is trying to take the higher moral position over the representative Shah monarchy, the protesters in the street tell a different tale. The Indian National Congress, grand old party, and the demanding path to its revival. क्या बात है? The Lanti marionette, the Pinocchio through the ages. What is this? This and the beautiful. You will see. The Indian National Congress, a grand old party, and the demanding path to its revival. Wow, kya baat hai. See, a beautiful balaichini kada. The Indian National Congress, a grand old party, and the demanding path to its revival. The Congress decline is to be seen in the context of the majoritarianism as well as internal factors related to the party. What the party needs now is an organizational regeneration which democratization at the front of center. बहुत अच्छा है, ये देखना चाहिए. The Indian National Congress, a grand old party and the demanding path to its revival. The Congress decline is to be seen in the context of majoritarianism as well as internal factors related to the party. What the party needs now is an organizational regeneration with democratization at the front of center. As the INC gears up for an internal party elections in the October, this article dated May 3, 2022 by Joya Hassan elaborates on the various crises within the party. The Congress party is no stronger to crisis, but those it has faced since 2014 are unprecedented and probably the worst in the course of its long history. The party reached the historic low of 44 Lok Sabha seats in 2014 and that only increased to 52 in 2019. It has lost 39 out of 49 states elections since 2014. It managed to win only 55 of the 690 seats. In the recent assembly elections held in the Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Uttarakhand, Manipur and Goa, a series of the leaders have deserted the party. Even those close to the Gandhi family, these defeats and desertions have raised questions and concerns about its very survival. The fact the Congress leader held extensive talks with the much sought after elections. The consultant and was planning to employ his services to revamp the party, bring into the sharp relief the existential crisis of the Congress. How do we understand Congress existential crisis and what are the prospects of revival? In the prospects చూద్దాం మనం ఒకసారి బొమ్మ చూడండి. ఆహా ఆహా बहुत अच्छा दिख रहा है, बहुत सुंदर. నేను కూడా ఒక స్క్రీన్ షాట్ పెట్టాలి. సారీ ఫర్ ద డిలే. బాగుందని చూస్తాన్నా. A platform that does not work. Historically, the Congress had always come to power on centrist platform reflecting its various social base. But the centrism does not work in a deeply divided policy dominated by the politics of the polarization and communal mobilization, essentially the old form of accommodative politics which for long held together the Congress. Social coalition is not capable of the galvanizing the imagination of New India. The Gujarat model of politics marked by an exclusive focus on individual leadership as the drive up elections campaigns, a strong sense of Hindu pride, a shift in popular attention up to the aggressive nationalist appeals regardless of reality or facts, and the complete rejection of the entire democratic past and the past and superimposition of perception. Vote performance appears to old voters in thrall. Challenges unleashed by liberalization, globalization, and the information communication revolution initiated by the Congress have under its political ethics and ideological architecture to the greater degree than that of its principal rival, the Congress decline, and that of the center of left parties. The needs to be seized in the extent of transformation provoked by the growth and expansion of neoliberalism and majoritarianism and other factors that are internal to the Congress, most notably the strong resistance to structural changes within the party. The party's main problems. The Congress has faced three major structural problems in political conjunctures defined by the great moving right show. To borrow the praise from the cultural theorist Stuart Hall and the polarizing engaged by it. These include the leadership issues, organizational stagnation, and the need to protect and propagates a clear ideological alternative to the Bharat Jodo Yatra, Janata Party. I have explored these themes in my recent books on the Congress, and I am taking up some aspects of that here. The Congress leadership crisis has undoubtedly played a role in the decline. However, the challenge facing the party is not just about the ineffectual leadership. Simply appointing a non-Gandhi will not dramatically alter the party's dwindling fortunes. In effect, removing them might well reinforce for the right wing's agenda, but fundamental issues, concerns, organizational changes have been repeatedly set aside and weighted down by the debate on dynastic leadership, and as an obsessive the focus on the Gandhis. It is important to reconstitute the party, the leadership at the various levels through eternal elections. This can transform the Congress into the more representative organization and could give a boost to the party by the changing the perception that it is family business. At present, the top decision making bodies are occupied by people who have either never contest a Lok Sabha or a Vidhan Sabha elections or did so decades ago. Their influences as, however, grow in indirect proportions to the waking the party across the India. The structural problems have existed for years, and yet the party has not faced them head on. It has demonstrated no urgency for drastic remedial measures despite defeat after defeat. The feeble attempt at revitalization have focused the more on recognizing quick electoral visibility than on addressing the long-term structure issues. Short on communication. By far the Congress' biggest shortcoming, its inability to communicate its ideological position and value clarity. Clearly, the great challenge challenge is to define its message and communicate it to the electorate as an underpinning for the political mobilization for this. It must univocally, unequivocally reform its inclusive vision for the democratic India and take credit for take credit for its past achievements which resulted from an adherence to these commitments. The Congress has three major structural problems. These include the leadership issues, organizational stagnation, and the need to project and propagate a clear ideological alternative to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Congress has three major structural problems. These include the leadership issues, organizational stagnation, and the need to project and propagate a clear ideological alternative to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Coming the communal. We will complete this, we will see in the evening, it will be better. That time, one time, means, thank you very much. We will meet tomorrow because there is no time. Center gives 4% hike in the NDA. Bench up check of the greater curbs can be imposed on ministers' speeches. Over 1400 cases against the PFI leaders and activists. Okay. Okay.